Good evening, students. Today we are going to learn about codominance. Now, incomplete dominance was when the allele was not completely dominating over the recessive allele, and the red and white flowers, they gave pink flowers in F1 generation. But in codominance, as the name suggests, both the parents, both the alleles are expressing itself. That means they both are capable of expressing their character, their trait. That is why it is called codominance. Now, the very good example of this codominance is blood groups. In human blood groups, the three alleles are there, and these three alleles are denoting the groups. Now, as human being is what? Diploid organism, so it is having two of them. Any human being will have two alleles out of these three alleles, which are of alleles of one gene. And this phenomena is called multiple alleles because they are more than two. Till now we have learned about two alleles only. Mendel characteristics, Mendel showed 7 contrasting characters, all were having two alleles. But here in this blood group, we have three alleles, and these three alleles, they are controlling our blood group. Now, what are these three alleles? These three alleles are IA. I is the gene, IA is the allele, IB and small I. So capital IA, capital IB and small I. These are the three alleles of gene I, which are controlling the blood group in humans. Now, as there are three, so there are 6 combinations which are possible. So if a child is getting IA from father and IB from mother, the child will show the blood group AB. That means A is also expressing itself, B is also expressing itself. So the blood group is AB. Actually, these AB and this gene is controlling a sugar polymer which is present on the surface of the RBC. If you remember your 11th standard syllabus, when we were discussing about circulatory system, we discussed about blood groups as well, the antigens and the antibodies. So these sugar polymers, they are present on the surface of the RBC. So if it is A, then the gene IA is responsible for it, and if it is B, then gene IB is responsible. And if there is no sugar polymer, then small I is there. So that means small I is recessive and capital IA and capital IB are dominant alleles of this gene I. Now this gene I, if IA and IB is the combination in any organism, the blood group is AB. That means A and B both are capable of expressing themselves. So this is called codominance, when both can express its full character. That is codominance. Now, before going into the codominance, first let me tell you that how this blood group is donated, how this blood group is formed in human beings. So I'm using this word sheet with you just to tell you. So these are the 3 alleles of gene I. Clear? Now, what can be the combinations? The combinations can be, because human being is a diploid organism, so only 2 alleles out of these 3 can be there. Now, it can be IA and IA from both the parents. Then what would be the blood group? capital A blood group. And if it is IA and I, what would be the blood group? Yes, anyone? Very good. Why? Because A is capital, A is dominant and small I is recessive. So only A will express itself. Okay. If it is IA and IB, what would be the blood group? It will be AB. It will be AB. That means A is also expressing itself. Similarly, B is also expressing itself. So both are dominant. Both are capable of expressing themselves. That's why this is called codominance. A as well as B. Okay. Now the next combination can be IB and small I. What can be the blood group then?
B.
B. Very good. If it is IB and IB?
B.
B. Very good. If it is small I and small I?
O.
O.
O. Very good. So these are the combinations which can be there. If, see now, if the blood group is A, what can be the xenotype? The xenotype can be IA. The another possible xenotype can be IA small I. Suppose one parent, suppose the father is contributing IA and the mother is contributing small I. The blood group of the child would be A, but the genotype would be IAI. Similarly, for B group, IB or IBI. But for AB it is IAIB. Father is contributing IA, mother is contributing IB, or any parent. One parent is contributing IA and one parent is contributing IB, then the child would be having blood group AB. And that's why this is codominance. This is codominant. And these both are dominant over small I, because small I is recessive and these are the three alleles of gene I. So O group would be when both are recessive. Homozygous recessive condition would result in O group. So how many combinations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 combinations are possible if the group is having, if the blood group is of I. If the blood group is, blood group can be of A, B, AB, or O. So how many blood groups are possible? 4 blood groups are possible. And how many combinations of genotype are possible? 6 type of combination of genotypes are possible. So both the, what is codominance? Where both the alleles for a character are dominant and express its full character, then this phenomena is called codominance. AB blood group of human being is a very good example of codominance. So blood group in humans are controlled by 3 alleles of gene I. What are the 3 alleles of this gene? IA, IB, and I. What are these genes controlling? As I told you, what are genes? Genes are certain information which is transferred from parent to the progeny. Now, these genes are containing different information. So this information actually, in next chapters, you are going to learn that these genes are actually producing different types of proteins, and those proteins are responsible for different type of traits. So yesterday for this incomplete dominance, we saw that if gene is capable of giving a form, capable of producing one kind of enzyme. The modified gene will be either normally functioning or less efficiently functioning, or the gene can be non-functional, it is not producing any enzyme, or it is producing the enzyme which is non-functional. So these genes, they are giving some information from parent to the progeny. Now these three alleles, they have different information. What is information? IA is the surface antigen or surface sugar polymer on the RBC, A sugar. IB is responsible for the B sugar on the surface of the RBC, that is sugar polymer B. And small I is not giving any sugar, it's not having any sugar polymer. So these are the three. If IA is present, then the blood group would be A. If B is present, B is dominant over small I. But if A and B both are present, they both are dominating, and this process is called codominance. The ABO locus is located on chromosome 9. Now, locus is what? Locus is the position on the chromosome where the genes are present. Now, in NCERT, you will find in exercise questions, locus word is there. So, what is locus? Locus is a position, the location of that gene on that chromosome. So these are present on chromosome 9. As I told you, how many chromosomes? We are having 46 chromosomes, but these 46 chromosomes are present in 23 pairs. So we are having one pair of chromosome A, one pair of chromosome 1, one pair of chromosome 2, one pair of chromosome 3, one pair of chromosome 4. So similarly, we are having one pair of chromosome 9. Now, in this one pair, on this one pair of chromosome 9, this ABO locus is there. Now, this may have only two alleles because two chromosomes are there. So, either A and B are present, or A and I are present, or A, B and I are present. So only two out of these three can be present because it is a pair of chromosome and because we are diploid organism. So only two of them are present. So IA is responsible for the production of antigen A and IB is responsible for production of antigen B. But I, small I, does not produce any antigen. So these will be the IA and IB. Both are codominant. That means both are dominant and they are dominant over small I. That means small I is recessive. Now see, these are the possible genotypes and possible phenotypes. Now, there are many problems which come on this. This is very important question. Suppose the blood group is A. Okay. Now, if the blood group is A, what are the possible genotypes? IA. Both parents will have IA. Then the possibility of A is there in the child. If one parent is IA and the other is II, then also there is possibility of A, because only one gametes will be formed and only one will be getting into gamete. And if II and IAI, this is the combination of parents, then the possibility is if IA and IA, the sperm is getting IA, egg is getting IA, then the child would get A. If small I and small I is the contribution, the child would get O. Now in B and B, what are the possible genotypes? IB, IBI, IBI and IBI. So if the parents are having this combination, the child can have B group, B or O blood group. Now if AB and AB is there, Then what are the possibilities? If both the parents are AB, then AB, AB. What are the possibilities? The possibilities are AB, because suppose one is contributing A and another one is contributing B, the blood group would be AB. If one is contributing A and another is also contributing A, what would be the probability? A. Not the probability, the blood group of the child would be A. If both are contributing IB, the child will have B blood group. So AB, A and B, these three can be the possible phenotypes of children of parents having AB blood group. Both are having AB. And suppose both are having O, then what is the probability? There is only one probability, that is O, because they both have to contribute only small I. There is no other option. So small I and small I would result in O blood group. Clear? Now ABO blood grouping is multiple allele. 3 alleles govern same character. What is the character? Sugar polymer on the surface of the RBC. Now these are, the character is what this is denoting, and this is giving the trait of blood group. Now multiple alleles found when population studies are made. Now what does this sentence means? Multiple multiple alleles can be found only when the population studies. If you are studying only one human being, then you would be finding only 2 alleles, because every individual is having only 2 alleles. All diploid organisms are having only 2 alleles. But if you have to study about the multiple alleles, and if the multiple alleles exist, you can find out only when population studies are made. Then when you are studying a population of that species, then only you will come to know about multiple alleles. Now, single gene product may produce more than one effect. Now, this is another. One single gene is producing more than one effect. Starch synthesis in pea seeds, controlled by a gene having 2 alleles. 2 alleles are there, capital B and small b. Now, what is the trait for these alleles? They are producing they are responsible for the synthesis of starch. Now, starch synthesis is effective. That means it is very much effective, it is very much prominent if homozygote means capital B is there. So what would be the result? More and more of starch synthesis would be formed, and this would result in a very big starch grains. Similarly, homozygote small b, they will have less efficiency for production of starch synthesis, and their seeds would be wrinkled. And what would be the heterozygous? Capital B, small b, the result would be round seeds, but of intermediate size. So what are the traits? Traits are large and round seeds, less small and wrinkled seeds, and third is round and intermediate size seeds. So single gene product is giving more than one effect here.